number too many.
Likely story, Wolf-Kissed. Me, I killed 26, I think.
There were barely a dozen when we arrived.
Oh, no, you missed them. They attacked from the forest.
Sail! Catch the wind! Hold here. We can continue.
This is wonderful. A forge bigger and hotter than my old forge back in Fornberg. Come visit me anytime. For weapons and gear, there is no man better than me.
I will, Gunnar. Have no doubt.
A pleasure to see you again, Eivor.
Let's see you, old friend. May I see your stores?
Is that what you want? You like the looks of that one? You have a keen eye for quality. You are looking powerful.
What is it you do here again?
If you need weapons and armor enhanced or adorned, that's what I'm here for.
I must take my leave. So long.
Be well, my friend.
Saxons break their kingdoms into smaller territories.
Eivor, in here!
What will you keep in this room?
My finest weapon. For this room is yours. Here you may lay your head, hang your axe, or be alone with your thoughts. Do you like it?
It suits me well, but I would be just as happy lodging with the raiders on that wharf. I need no special treatment.
This is not special treatment. I want you here in the Longhouse, close at hand. I may be the Jarl of this clan, but you and I lead together, as ever. So get acquainted with your room, and when you're ready, meet me at the stables.
A bed better than many I've slept in, and a good place to recover. A letterbox for messages and requests. Not much, but it is mine.
The path ahead is bright.
with glory at its end.
But why now?
Dag, please. This must be done.
Yes,
What was that about? Is Basim leaving us already?
Sigurd means to leave as well.
Is that true?
We know the sons of Ragnar have camped in the north. It would do us well to pay them a visit, to strengthen our ties to this land.
Is that where Basim has gone?
Basim's motives are his own. Leave it at that. We have more pressing plans. I am riding to Leicestershire, to a town called Repton. Eivor, I expect you to join me when you have finished here.
I can come now. I only need a horse.
Not yet. First speak with Randvi. She has more than one task for you here. Apart from growing this settlement, you must seek out alliances as well. We cannot pacify England with so few friends.
Then I must join you, Sigurd, for I am a fitter companion on long roads.
No, Dag. You belong here with the raiders, and you will act as Eivor commands.
Ride in safety, brother. I will follow as soon as I can.
Yes, and I will keep our raiders sharp. Do as Eivor commands. Is he testing me?
He may be. Sigurd is a wise man.
I would sooner take orders from a louse.
Eivor, my stable is a bit spared just now, but if you can build me something better, I promise you the finest of beasts.
A bustling stable would be a great boon here. Tell me about what you do here.
As a stable hand and a gameskeeper, I am happy to help you with any matter concerning your horses or your raven. But for the moment, I'm a little stuck. If you could build me a stable, I can set up shop.
How did you come to have such an affinity for horses, Rowan?
They were my best friends growing up. I was a sickly boy with a stammer, and the horses were the only ones who never teased me. Over time, I suppose I came to understand them as well as you may understand people. I listen when they speak, and vice versa.
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Bye, Eivor.
A bustling staple would be a great boon here. I will see what I can do.
Hello, Eivor. There you are.
You wanted to see me?
As Sigurd has so ordered, it falls to us to expand our presence in England.
He wants to forge alliances, ironclad, with every Norse, Dane, and Saxon here.
Right. We are the outsiders here. Making friends will help.
Where do we start?
My scouts come and go daily with interesting news and tidings, and I'm beginning to get my bearings in this fractured land. As I learn more, I can give you insight into each territory before you commit to a journey there.
Of course.
Once you have gained an ally in a territory, return home and speak to me. We'll decide your next move then.
I understand. So, where do we start?
You have two options just now. Join Sigurd in Leicestershire to the north and meet with the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, or head south to Grantebridgeshire to meet an army of Danes led by one Guthrum Jarl and his second, Soma. I should add, our young friend Hytham has been conferring with his own contacts in the cities. His research could be useful in winning us alliances throughout the cities of England. Speak with him and see what he needs.
I want to see the alliance map. Tell me more about Leicestershire. I should like to join Sigurd soon.
He traveled to a town called Repton to meet Ubba and Ivar Ragnarsson. As I hear it, they are on the verge of exiling the current king of Mercia, with the hope of installing a king of their own.
A bold endeavor. I should be there to help, however I can.
I think you should.
I won't keep them waiting.
Good. I will send word to Sigurd and the Ragnarssons, pledging your assistance. If I were you, I would go by ship. Repton is quite a distance north on the River Trent.
I like living in the Longhouse. I feel like a Jarl.
Good day.
We're off.
Shall we raise the sail, Eivor?
More sail! Let's have a song. Strike up a tune. Who will share a tale?
Some time ago, I met a wandering skald in search of a jarl or king to serve. He had not composed a verse in years, and was fearful of losing his skill. I said I knew many such great men, a few jarls, a handful of kings by name. But to my knowledge, all of them had many skalds of their own. This poor skald was disappointed, and thanked me for my time, asking my name as he departed. Dag Nithison, I told him. The skald's eyes went wide. Dag Nithison, he exclaimed. Of Fornburg? I nodded and said, the very man I am. The poor skald sung to the skies with joy. You are a legend among legends, he said. Let me compose a verse for you, if I may. Imagine my surprise at hearing such praise. But I agreed. So he began for 2 days composing.
Stretch your wings.
Valhalla. Yes, a most lovely verse. Unforgettable, yes. And I will. Yes. We have time.
Sing us a song. We need an epic tale.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Cruel and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kjarrobo.
We will pick up from there. Where were you?
Kjar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kjar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrek, and soon Kjar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kjar that Alrek had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, it is true. So Kjar invited Alrek on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kjar slew Alrek and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kjar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve. Confused, Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. Your brother pledged his oath to Hel herself. Kjar laughed. Then he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Sing, my ravens. Let's hear a story.
You might not be aware, but I am a man with considerable shipbuilding craft. In my youth, just 13 winters old, I designed an improvement to our dragon boats. One that gave them extra strength. It is so common now that none remember my
Save it for later. Strike up a tune. The
there sea scald among you?
There was a woman called Nal, who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When her message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain. She watched the waves and sang songs. Night came and went, and still Nal sat by the shore of the fjord singing her songs. She skipped rocks with children and smiled. As the afternoon of the second day approached, King Sigvaldi's messenger reappeared. They spoke quietly together. At last, the messenger stood back and waved to some men nearby. 3 men bearing 3 chests of silver approached quickly. They said,
Can't raise the sail here. Were you at the good part yet?
They set the chests of silver in Nal's ship and stood back.
Take the mast down.
Nal stepped forward, swinging a large, bloodied sack before her. Nal opened the sack and emptied it on the shore. 7 pairs of hands tumbled to the ground. Nal then mounted her ship and sailed away.
No reason.
Run up the sail!
Sing, my ravens. You salt scopes, got a story?
Oh, you have likely never heard the story of the time Odin and Freya appeared before me on a dark winter's night. They
called you their orphan child. Yes, dog. We've heard the tale as often as the sun has risen and set.
Sail out! Sing us a song. Is there a sea scald among you?
Some years ago, I took to sea with a sword dancer called Egil. A brooding warrior with a face of stone and oak-hard arms. On a raid in Courland, we shored up along the edge of a forest and explored until we came to People Pots, a large farm. It was night, and all were asleep. So we set about plundering the place in the quiet of eve, taking sheep and goats as we pleased. It was then that Egil saw a farmhand and pressed the boy for the family's hidden silver. The farmhand squawked like a crow. Being hid beneath an anvil at the smith's forge, the silver was no trouble to lift. In secret, we took it and the boy back to the ship. It was then that Egil grew sad, for when the farmers woke with the crack of day, they would know they had been robbed, not by who.
No other man!
Egil ordered 3 of us to follow it back to the sleepers' camp. As we burned the houses, Egil shouted his name. I am Egil, son of Skallagrim, and I am the man who deprives you of everything but your life. I never sailed with Egil again.
Sunan, guide me. Let the sail out! Let's have a song. Bring the mast down!
Well in Hall of Kings. On ocean steed my words gain wing. Odin's mead I fought will bring. Noble deeds thine honor sing. The brave man slain Valkyrier ways. Reward for strain to Valhalla. We can use the sail here, Abel. Then horns resound. For those who fight, for those who fall. For those who fight, for those who fall. Warlord reaches web of fear. Each man gets his hated share of blood.
Got a story?
Did I ever tell you all the story?
Bring down!
Control yourself!
Raise the mast!
Hey, what's the matter?
Can't raise the sail yet. Sail out!
Lord, what's got into you?
Sail! Catch the wind! Who will share a tale?
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. Winter before,
Hey, what's the
I was
matter?
drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of Bard Jarl's clan,
what's got into
one of
you?
which was a poet named Halli, called Sarcastic Halli by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man, a skald named Tjodolf. Tjodolf, he yelled, I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed. Tjodolf loudest of all. I accept your challenge, Sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin. Tjodolf then spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat, yet proudly the pup calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then, Halli tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak his verse. From his throat erupted a jet of vomit into Tjodolf's face. His only composition that night, of which is he most proud.
Sigurd should be here with the Ragnarsons. Cast about this land, my friend. What do you see?
Who stands before Ivar Ragnarsson? Are you Sigurd Drenger? Igor!
Eivor. If you keep that up, I'll stain the floors.
The place could use some color.
Who are they?
All spies. Dressed to look the part of a peasant. Got feisty. Pitchfork. From this rabid little one. Was a time when you met and slew your enemy on the field before they could dream of things like sending spies!
Now we shake hands and make deals.
Not my thing.
I figured.
I love them whipped, weeping, and reeking of piss. Hey! Good boy. You're free, Saxon piggy, to run amok through the Mercian fields.
I would have let him down easy.
Follow me. I'll give you the tour.
What do you call this place?
I call it the shithole. To the Mercians, it is Repton. Their most revered kings are buried below the church. Imagine their weeping when we drove them out.
You plunged your knife deep into the heart of this kingdom.
That is right. We've got a number of Saxon nobles lined up with their lips puckered, ready to kiss our asses. The only holdout is King Burgred and his war thane, Leofrid. But my brother is brewing a plan to deal with them.
I take it that's where we'll find my brother.
Right. Talkers they are, Uba and Sigurd. Might want to dig the wax from your ears.
Don't play me for a fool, Abba. I know Berg. I'm not going anywhere, Backrot. You have the king on his heels because of me. Because of my men.
For which you were paid. But that price does not change because you have caught a whiff of our Hacksilver hoard.
You forget I am a sellsword. I ask what I please, and I take what I'm owed.
If I wanted to hear you talk shit, I'd gouge out your tongue and shove it up your ass. Now fuck off.
Haggling over silver is a bad look for the son of Ragnar Lothbrok. But worry not, Uba. I have the warriors you need.
If this is one of them, my worries have vanished.
Eivor, Wolf-Kissed, you have come at just the right time. Uba and Ivar here are hunting a king.
And when we've caught him, we mean to crown another. Our dear Thane Ceolwulf here.
It's not a role I begged for, but it's what Mercia needs just now. A man to fairly rule both Saxons and Danes.
Do you have what it takes to be king?
One day, I hope. As it stands, we at least have an understanding.
The king has refused our offers of peace. Ceolwulf means to change that. There'll be a new king for a new England.
For now, Burgred is holed up in his fortress at Tamworth, making a final stand.
Another shithole. Only further south.
We've held a siege there for weeks to no effect. So, no more knocking. Now we batter the gate to splinters. If we take Tamworth, remove Burgred and crown Ceolwulf, come morning the Shire is ours. and Mercia soon after.
Yes. Remove. I cannot stress that enough. Bugred is not to be harmed. My legitimacy as king hangs on this one simple fact.
You rob all the joy from war, Saxon.
Not every victory needs to be marked by the slaughter of a king.
But it is much better.
His request is fair, Ivar, and we will honor it.
Ceolwulf betrayed his present king. Maybe tomorrow he betrays us too. Why trust him?
How can I answer that with any hope that you'd believe me? I only want what is best for the people of Mercia. And I want what's best for my son. In Burgred's Mercia, where Danes and Saxons murder one another daily, it's not possible.
This is a good plan, brother. I'm ready for the coming fight.
Agreed. Yet remember this. Whatever you stand to gain here, so do we. An alliance between my clan and Mercia's crown.
See this man installed on his throne and you will have it. I swear.
The bold sons of Ragnar bellow to sound the spear din and the thunder of shields. So let fall the arrow storm. The battle begins.
Ah! You never said this one was a poet.
I need to piss.
We have a forward camp just north of Tamworth. Will you go with us?
Lead the way.
Take in the sights of Repton if you like. We will be at the docks when you are ready to go.
I'm glad you and your brother have come, if only to bring some measure of calm.
Ease yourself, Ceolwulf. We all stand to benefit, and you'll be remembered for this, for years to come.
For all the wrong reasons, I fear.
Lively town. Quite a lot to see here.
So, some of us are staying behind as I hear it.
Half the army's already in Tamworth, and we've now got help from the south.
Sail southeast. Bring the men to the gates of Tamworth. We'll flood the feet. Eivor, is your axe sharpened?
I'm ready for the spear din.
And the thunder of shields, yes. It's good to have you with us.
To fight beside such legends is an honor. I've only heard tales of your conquests. Now I get to live them.
We'll weave our sagas together. Thread upon thread.
Come on, boy. We'll forge a man from your softness, hammered on the anvil of
One
war.
does not need to fight to be
Move! Move!
Calm, Ivar. The fight's not here.
Aye. The fight is nowhere to be found in this boy.
A boy who happens to be Ceolwulf's son. Why is he not in his quarters?
Our future king wants a battle-hardened heir. Time he proves his worth, don't you think?
Not yet crowned king and already grooming his successor. That shows some boldness.
Right. And bold kings need bolder sons.
Ivar!
He comes with us. And should anything happen to this little sprout, I will bear the punishment our future king inflicts.
He'll want to remove your head.
Ha ha! You hear that, boy? You die, and I'll have to kill your father, too.
Mount up, Eivor. It's a long ride to Tamworth.
have to endure, my brother. He always finds new ways.
Look at these pagan rats. Ravenous, unseemly beasts teeming over holy ground.
Have a care, Lord. These pagan rats outnumber us.
I can see that, fool. What do we do about them?
I advise we strongly consider their demands, Lord. We won't survive a fight.
Is that you, Leofrid? How quickly you recover! I'm beginning to wonder if it is a man or a god beneath all that armor.
A man of God stands before you, Ivar. Proud and resolute.
That's Burgred's Warthane. Killed a dozen of our men in an ambush along the River Trent. It was Ivar's axe that stopped him.
That is a poor description of a perfect 30-yard toss.
Enough jawing, heathens! Speak your piece!
We've come for your crown, Lord.
With or without your head attached.
I admire your ambition, pagan. But what you ask is impossible. No Dane ever has or ever will occupy Mercia's sacred throne.
Would you settle for a Norse? We're not as gentle, but we're much better poets.
Norse, Dane, dog. You're all the same to me. All godless.
My king, may I suggest a more measured approach to this?
I grow weary of this palaver. You have trampled our lands, toppled our monuments. We've given you silver, fed your people. And yet, in spite of all this, your encroachment on my kingdom continues. No more! We will die defending what is ours, whatsoever the cost. If you want my crown, Uber Ragnarsson, you must pry it from the hands of my bloodless corpse. Man the walls!
Back to the camp. Round up the men. We're taking Tamworth tonight! Eivor, tell the captain we're ready to march. Eivor and I will round up the men. You know your way around the battle.
I've seen them in action.
I want you at the helm of ours. Strong and agile.
I'll be there.
As will I.
Cactus.
You?
I'm with the Ragnarssons. It's time to roll out the battering ram.
Birgrid wanted to fight. Now we'll give him one. Are you ready to march now?
Let's go. It's time to capture a kingdom.
What are we going to do about him?
Ceolbert. Something wrong?
I know these men, Eivor. I've supped with them. Not 2 weeks ago, Leofrith showed me how to wield a greatsword. He's a friend.
Friendships end, often at the point of a spear.
It cannot be that cold. Least of all with Leofrith. He is only following orders.
When the march begins, find an empty tent and stay there.
Do not think me a coward. I am not afraid of war. I do not want to kill my friends.
There's no other way. Fight or hide. It's up to you.
Destroy the gate! Slaughter the soldiers! Leave the king to me! Arrows coming! Forward! Push forward! Look out!
Damn you!
that barricade! Weave into our saga! Look at us, side by side with the Ragnarok! We're a long way from Fortnite, people! This is our destiny! Go!
Leave them no place to hide!
Side by side with the Ragnarok! We're a long way from Fortnite! This is our destiny! Let's end this! We must destroy that barricade!
rat! Do you hear me?
Pay for your sins!
Spill your brains!
You're mine! With me, here!
Too easy!
You come here often?
No shame in
One by one!
Easy! I'll find you, you little rat! Do you hear me? Spill your brains!
Should have run, rabbit!
Together, lads, we have this.
That's enough! You dead! Time has come for you.
Pathetic.
Spill your brains!